Hello everyone, Stafford here, Edge Renovations. Find me on my Facebook. Right, we're back on the brick path project. Come down here, have a look, let's see where we're up to. So, we are, oak sleepers have gone in here, creating the 2 steps down. We've got an infill of golden gravel in there. Obviously you've seen all the soldiers coming through. We've infilled down here, all the path. We've got another little feature there, a little sleeper coming into there, and another patch of golden gravel. We come down here, this is the job for today. We're getting all this infilled now, which we'll get all that in today. And then what we're going to do here is once all this is infilled, we're going to be doing an X shape out of this, which is quite interesting. So once all that's, we're going to infill that all as it is, and then after the fact we're going to cut out with a diamond disc, big X, and then we're going to fill that in. The client's unsure yet whether we're going to use golden gravel in there or we're going to do the grass area. But stay tuned for that one because that'll be a good one. And then after all that we've got to get in again like we did on the last brick path that you've seen. We'll infill all this with a sharp sand, lime and cement mix. So yeah, keep on watching. It's coming together now.
Just get the last 3 mixes in. Just doing these last, I reckon, 3 mixes probably get this finished off now. Beds have tightened up a bit at the top. Again, back on our 4-in-1 sharp sand to cement mix. Also got a little bit of feb in there just to give it that workability. Yeah, get the rest of this path finished off the next couple of hours hopefully.
Great barrow work that, Dave. Planning your route to perfection.
Got all my barrow tickets.
Yeah. What about them big barrows?
Oh yeah, done for everything, mate. Just watch out for diggers.
Have a look at that scar, Dave.
Shark attack.
Tell us what happened.
Just doing a bit of digger work basically, and for some reason the digger decided to just do a front dive on me. Sent me straight out the cab, and the safety roll bar just happened to be there and scalped me lovely. What? Where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
Do you think it's caused you any like short-term, long-term brain damage, or do you feel okay?
That's what I'm putting it down to anyway, 100%.
That were a question to Stafford.
That's my excuse.
Do you clean the top off, have you, Dave?
I did, mate, because it was an absolute...
So is this as SVR or SD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-50 SPR and cement. A bit of a slurry mix for the back of the brick.
And what does that do again?
Creates an extra bond for the bricks, really. You get a lot better contact on the sand and cement bed. Make sure you clean your bucket out every time you use it, else you end up spending half an hour knocking your bucket out in the morning. Like we do every day. So you want like a quite a thick, well, semi-thick consistency really. There you. Something like that's about right. Obviously it's been a hot day as well, that'll soon thicken up.
Is this your mix, Dave?
This is the mix.
Where are it so
we've
far?
got one bucket of sand in there so far.
One bucket of sand.
One in so far.
And this is for...
This is for basically our screed bed that we're bedding the bricks into. So mixing this, we'll start with, put a little bit of water in first, just help it. Followed by 2 full buckets of sand. And we gauge it with the bucket, so we keep a consistent mix all the way through so it doesn't change.
Do you have to change that mix according to the weather?
No, don't change the mix. You might just want it a little bit more wetter on occasion, just if it is drying out real quick. But also having the feb in there helps.
And feb, when you say feb, for anybody who doesn't know what feb is.
Feb, sorry. Professional terms is plasticizer.
What's that do?
And this just gives it the workability, puts bubbles in the mix kind of thing, aerates it. And it just makes it easier to put your trowel through basically. Full bucket of cement in. Oh yeah, making a cake.
Yeah, I don't want to make one of your cakes, Dave.
Take you to the moon, mate. Number 3.
So 4 buckets.
4 buckets of sand, 1 bucket of cement. And like I say, we're sort of doing a semi-dry screed mix. And then bedding the pavers into that. That's nice even buckets, keep that mix right every time.
So Stafford's going to start laying the bricks and then instantly he's going to then start wanting stuff that he's forgot to...
Yeah, it's pretty much rolling through now, like,
yeah.
So as you see, he's just tipped 1 barrow out now. He'll screed off an area, get them bricks laid. So like I say, I'll be running over with this mix once it's mixed through nicely.
And I guess you'll be running over with your leveler thing, which he's forgot to put in place. And,
oh yeah, we always
yeah.
get the level on it.
Yeah. So this is the first mix.
Yeah, first mix going in. What I'm doing, I'm working diagonally now off here, so I can keep my level. I'll run the 6-foot level straight across as I go. Make sure we stay right. He's done a lovely mix, Dave has on here as well. It's absolutely perfect. Makes a change.
You just give you a compliment, Dave.
Yeah.
But then just throw it back in your face from previous stuff. So I don't know what that. I don't know what that means.
Just saying how good your mix was, Dave.
Consistent, mate.
Is.
Consistent.
And then he said for a change.
Just let this one dry out a bit. It's a bit low. Can't get two in a row.
Hello, my name is Dave, and the choice of drinks is.
Oh, it's Monster first thing. Sponsored by Monster. I see the end of this pallet of brick now, won't it, Stuff?
It would be nice to see the end of that pallet of bricks. Yeah.
What would be nice is that, you know, one day you actually bring me a drink.
Sorry, man, I didn't realise you.
I don't drink it, I don't drink Monster.
It is 0 sugar. That's.
There's another little skinny one here, Staff, if you ever need to get a bond back a bit.
Okay.
Just put it down.
Explain what that means, Dave.
Getting the bond back.
What's a bond back?
The bond is what you're looking at here. So as you see, you start off, it goes to, you start on a half bond, but as you come through, obviously we're using second-hand bricks, so every now and then it'll just start to creep up a bit. So as we got here, just starts to tighten up, so we're not quite on a half bond anymore. So just the bricks that we've got, every now and then if we put a smaller brick in, we'll get that bond back and back to a half bond again, and away we go, which is what Staff's doing here now. So you got your half bonded brick here, and then everything else will just run off that nicely.
I mean, that's the best mix I've ever seen, that, Dave.
Oh.
I think appreciated your skills yesterday when I attempted to put some plaster on a wall.
That's showed in Staff, like, you just putting hawk to trowel.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously you think it's dead easy when you've been doing it for a while, don't you? And then John's gone to have a go, and literally he's got them both in his hand, and he just looked at them and like.
I think it's one of them things that look. I always used to think it looks easy, but
Yeah, no, but
it's
the
not so easy.
Practice.
3 seconds tutorial.
Wow, yeah.
Did the sun get to you yesterday? Were you a bit mardy pants?
Yeah, a bit mardy yesterday. It was muggy. It was really muggy yesterday. I do like it. I like the sun, but when you can't breathe, it takes the fun out of it. Plus, I'd just come back from the kids' sports days and been mooring with them for 3 hours. That time of there. Puts you in the best of moods sometimes. But we're here today, loving life. Because the sun isn't out as yet.
Say nothing about it.
So you decided to have kids a bit late in your life, and then when you finally decided to have kids, 2 popped out at the same time.
2 popped out at the same time, yeah. And then 12 months later, another one popped out. Somehow.
I went, but they're easy, there's no trouble, are there?
Walk in the park.
So you go around the house first thing in the morning, and then it sounds like a death match is going on inside.
3 kids under the age of 4, what could possibly go wrong?
You had fun being mother to 3, didn't you? Sports day yesterday.
Yeah.
And the anchor of the family just left.
Yeah.
You must have a few kids knocking about, Dave.
Not in this country.
A few continents.
Spread across many continents.
There'll be a little Dave or a little Dave S. with his mixer. So apart from laying paths, what other services do you do? So
we cover pretty much everything, but mainly full house renovations really. So
Small extensions.
where we are at the minute, we've obviously got all the landscaping projects what we've been showing you. But I think whilst we've been here, we've installed an ensuite bathroom. We've done that. We've done prep works for a kitchen, what's currently underway at the minute. We've done all the setting out of that, electrics, the plastering, and we're just tiling around the oven at the minute. That's just ongoing at the minute. The oven's being delivered on Friday, so that'll be going in. So yeah, pretty much all round renovation works really.
With a fiberglass roofing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you got into the trade because your old man's in the trade, Dave.
That's the one, mate, yeah.
So what age did you start helping your dad?
Oh, first, well, pretty much as a young lad really. When I was in high school, did the odd days that I could with him.
About 37 years ago.
Yeah, not quite, mate, not quite. But yeah, properly started my apprenticeship. I actually did my apprenticeship with Stafford, doing plastering. Can't remember what year that was now. I don't know if you do, Staff.
15 years ago.
I was a lot
15
younger
years,
than you.
isn't it?
That's all I know, mate.
Let's not throw stones, eh? But yeah, I never had any intention of going into the trade at the start. Like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but sort of dropped on plastering because it was always there, and picked it up, enjoyed the work. But like I say, it's all indoor work, so it's nice to get out in the sunshine. Obviously I'll be complaining in about 3 hours time when it's too hot like and I can't take it, but it's just nice to get outdoors once in a while.
2008.
And like I say, I've done a lot of extensions with the old man. We've done a couple of new builds from foundations all the way up to final finishings. A couple of small porches, some nice small extensions and that, but sort of got a general idea of from the ground up in all aspects of building. And like I say, put me onto anything really.
Certainly can. Certainly can.
Apart from plumbing, that's Staff's baby.
Apart from what, sorry?
Apart from plumbing.
Oh, plumbing. Right, just clarify that. So do you suffer from the work all day on someone else's property, then go home and start doing your own?
100%. Mine's been ongoing for about 4 years. So I've fully renovated my property as well, still ongoing. Well, the house is now complete. It's just garden works now, which are underway.
Ready for a whole new repaint inside.
Is the hardest thing trying to convince your missus that you've had a really long day doing the same stuff that she wants you to do, and you just want to sit down and have a beer?
That's, yeah, pretty much bang on the money. And the fact that when I get home I've got 3 kids that are running around wanting to come outside and help.
I mean, what you could do, just teach her a lesson, is take 3 of your mates round and say, can you cut their hairs?
Yeah.
And then when you mix on top of that stuff?
What have you got one in there? A full one? Oh, there.
There's one in the barrel there.
I'd leave it at that for a minute. Yeah. Yeah.
these alright just being dotted around
Yeah,
the floor?
yeah.
I actually went to Lyon in France, and all their roads in the centre are all tiled, and as far as you can see, and I did give a little thought about
Yeah.
how long that must have taken.
That was a long time. These take longer.
Because if you don't concentrate, you can literally start coming off line and potentially have to relay.
Yeah, you've got to constantly keep an eye on it, keep checking it with the... I'm going to come in with another couple here and then I'll get the level over again just to make sure we're still running okay. I mean, the thing is with this kind of bath with these bricks, I think we've got about, would you say about 4 different types of brick here, Dave, we're using?
I'd say closer to 6 really. It's just all shapes and sizes.
But for the effect that we're going for here, they work perfectly.
Customers after rustic, weren't they?
Yeah, and I think it
Sort of marries in
does
with
that
the old building here.
So the previous owner who used to own this house buried massive concrete all underneath here. I was watching some footage yesterday of when we were putting the drains in, and the amount of concrete and slabs which we had to move were unreal. And I also found the footage of me crashing the drone into that tree.
What did it actually, is it completely knackered it? Has it?
Probably into that tree there.
Did it come with spare propellers or anything?
Yeah, but when it lands on its face and breaks its camera and sensors, and
Good number, isn't it?
only cost me £3,000. It's fine.
Is that what that one was? It's a big one then, you are.
It's only my third drone. I've decided to hang up my drone attempts. I think it requires. I've got a drone license.
Where I got my wheelbarrow license.
No, I've actually got a proper drone license.
Oh really?
As daft as it sounds, you can do it on the internet for like 10
It's
quid.
like 12 quid, isn't it? For?
Is that
But-
to let you film in different places, or what's the reason for doing a drone license?
Because if you don't understand the aviation law and you just put it up in air and then take out,
Yeah.
a plane flying to Manchester,
So you can't go over the MOD bases or anything like that.
it doesn't let you. It has a.
Automatically shut down, don't they, when I think you fly over?
Do they?
Yeah.
The drone's supposed to do a lot of
Like
stuff.
Dead signal in the sky.
So you have to update your drone every time, geolocations, and it tells you no-fly zones and stuff.
Not a nice £70 Amazon one, is it?
And it's supposed to have sensors on to stop you crashing it. But I've known.
How do they work?
How do the sensors work?
Did it work well?
Sensors on the floor.
When I was in Scotland, I put it out to the sea to do a nice dramatic footage of coming from the sea to land.
Yeah.
Once it got out to sea, the wind was too strong, so when the battery died, it just went for a swim.
Didn't want to come back.
Just watching it live on Facebook. I'll stick to my GoPro now.
Just hold on to it for dear life.
Stand on some ladders. Yeah. Okay, I
You
think
get yourself an extra long stick, mate. It's almost like a drone.
definitely. Right, I think we're just about to go time lapse.
Time-lapse time.
I had to really brave myself then, coming out of my air conditioning house. However, what are we up to, Dave?
Right then, we're starting the not so painful process now of getting the joints in. Obviously this will get everything all knitted in nice and make sure everything's solid. Again, we've gone back to the same mix that we're doing out the back garden on the pathways there. We've got a nice bit of lime in this, just gives it this lighter colour.
Do you want to show us the complete?
And we're doing it all nice and dry, so it's just a case of brushing it in. And then what we'll be doing afterwards is we'll give it a light mist of water, and then just sort of leave this to harden up.
Yeah.
And like I say, just becomes one nice solid patio then. Obviously these joints are being done in a different technique. This is going to be soil in between these joints, which I'm not sure if staff has explained already. Going to have some nice little grass bits growing in there by the sounds of things.
Which will be very easy to cut, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, just get your whippersnipper on there, mate, and you'll have that sorted. If you know what a whippersnipper is.
Nope.
I believe they call them a strimmer in this country.
Yeah, so it's looking good.
Not bad for 3 days work. How's it going, folks? Edge Renovations here, second in command. We're
Am I third in command?
third in command, mate. You're director, mate, director. We've already discussed this.
Who's finished? What am I?
We're obviously final stage now. Brushed in between all these bricks. Got the pointed in, and like I say, just a case of a nice, gentle, fine mist. Watch your socks. With a nice, fine mist. Just to wet this cement up. Clean off the bricks a bit. And obviously, once the sun's been on this for 10 minutes or so, start setting it nice and hard.
As we're doing this video, it's Euros 24. England's just drawn yesterday against Slovenia.
Probably one game left before they get sent home.
Is there a right way or wrong way to do this, Dave?
Not really, no. Just obviously you don't want to put too much pressure on, because if we put too much pressure on like that, it'll just blast everything out the joints. There'll be nothing left. So we just keep on as fine as we can. And like I say, it's just getting a bit of moisture through that mix, which makes everything go nice and solid. And as you can see, obviously cleans the bricks as we go.
Here's the chief designer. Here's the client. Tell us about the client.
Best client I've ever worked for. So good. Ask me tomorrow when she's not here.
I'm not sure if this is a true story.
Shut up barking at me!
Can you stop waiting a minute? I'm not sure this is a true story.
What's that, mate?
But staff has said you're that dedicated that you do every single brick with a toothbrush afterwards to make sure.
What time's he staying until tonight?
I mean, it looks.
Just finishes it off, doesn't it? Obviously these edges will get filled in as well tomorrow, but when I've got a bit more time and I can obviously hold the timber along the edge and make sure it all compacts in nice and tight.
And then I'm guessing next week is when you're going to cut, late, dry, late, get solid, and then you're going to cut the
X in it. Like I say, let this all go for at least a couple of days now. So, like I say, we're on Wednesday, so there's no point doing anything, like I say, till next week now. And then we're 100% confident this is all solid then. And like I say, we've not fully decided with the customer if they're going to have the full X from corner to corner, or if we just come from here and perhaps do an X in just this bit here instead, so you've just got your nice pathway running straight down here then, and then it's just a little bit of extra detail in front of the two doors.
Yeah, give you more opportunity to trip over, I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Well,
no, I just think, like I say, you've just got a nice path there. It'd be a shame to sort of put a bit of stuff over it.
well, apart from that, I think this episode is coming to an end. You want to end on anything?
Well, like I say, probably the last bit of the video will be these final bits, making sure this is all compacted in nice. Fill all this up all the way down the edges here, all the way around the garden beds down here, and again, a little rinse off at the end of the day, and that will be the end of patio slash pavement, should I say.
Thanks, Dave.
There's enough bricks in it to be a patio.